I want to talk about, how many videos do I start like that? I want to talk, like I'm so dying to talk, I can't even handle it. But yes, I want to talk about breathing. Breathing is such an important part of meditation that it's almost more important than meditation. Breathing is what Buddha gave us. I read that somewhere. The one beautiful thing Buddha gave us was the breath. The breath allows us to detach. The breath allows us to focus our mind on ourself, on that middle part of our being that allows us to let the chatter of this world fall to the wayside. All the I needs and I wants and all the attachments to the things that in the end, when we pass on from this place, will fall to the wayside. So breathing is very important. Breathing is very important to meditation. It's the engine. It's the air that pumps the engine. So as we sit down to meditate and as we sit down to focus on the breath, I always like to create a routine that tells my body, hey man, it's time to lock it up because we're going to put some work in. Remember that, in my opinion, meditation is more of an exercise and less of detachment. We are exercising our mind and our ability to detach from the situation. We're exercising our ability to be calm, to find a safe place, to create an atmosphere where we can chill the fuck out. So to do that, as I sit down, I like to create my routine. So my routine is always the same. I love Palo Santo. Sorry. I really love Palo Santo. Something about me, I don't know if it's because I'm a guy and I just want to be strong. I always want to be strong like the trees. Trees are my friend. So I always like to begin with a little bit of Palo Santo. Now you can, is it sponging your energy? Maybe. Does it smell good? Maybe. Is it Pavloving you like a dog to a hungry bull to tell you that it's time to meditate? That's what I think. Whatever you want to do, do it. However you want to feel it. But it is a good way to start it off. It smells good. And I do think that it kind of does something to your energy field. The next thing I like to do is to rock some chimes. I like to do 1, 2, 3. Get my eyes closed and just kind of sink into my body and sink into what we're about to do. And lastly, I like to get my mala beads. I have these. I got this rock in Spain, and I think it has a smiley face on it. It makes me happy. I don't really have any connection outside of that to it, but they are very dear to me because these hold that energy to when I'm the most chill and the most open to receive. But the most important part is that we have to breathe. Breathing starts at our belly and moves up to our head. The way that we take a full breath is an oceanic breath by expanding our belly. Maybe I'll do a side view. Is that good? So first we drop our belly out as much as possible. What I think this does is it moves our guts around, creates a vacuum, and drops the bottom of our lungs out. The majority of us are breathing up here. I'm nervous. What's going on? I'm going to shit my dress. Rent's due. When we exercise the base of our lungs, we also exercise our stomach. So the first thing we want to try to do is exit our stomach and then expand our diaphragm. So we drop it, drops the bottom lungs, and then inhale to our top. I like to hold for 2 or 3 seconds and then press down, press down. When I exhale to the base, I like to tighten my bottom bandha. I don't want to go into that, but For a guy, it's where we, when you got to pee and you got to turn it off, like, oh, someone's coming in the porta potty. For a woman, I think it's your cervix, your cervix area. This does something to us that creates calm. I also, and I know it sounds weird, I like to tighten my rectum. I heard on an NPR channel that this guy, the way he got around lie detector tests and to calm his heartbeat and keep his blood pressure stable was the first rule was to tighten your rectum. Tighten your rectum. So I'm thinking, well, I want to be cool. I want to be able to tap into that. So I just integrated it into my meditation. Does it work? I don't know, man. Try it out. Once you start meditating, your mind will take over. Yourself will start to show you the path, and your inner guru is going to blossom. So, here we go. This is how we're going to do it. Oh, I wanted to say, when you exhale, exhale all the way to the rectum. I did say that. So we light and we sponge. And we tell ourselves, I'm going to meditate right now. Sometimes I like to pat my skin out. The whole time, though, I'm locking in my breath. I need to pause. I would be remiss if I didn't explain the Ujjayi breath. I'm going to explain it on a different video. But lock in your Ujjayi breath. Breathing, pulling your stomach in as far as you can, tightening your base, dropping it out, inhaling, breathing to the top, holding. Let that shit go, man. Focusing on your breath. Focusing on your movement. When your mind starts to chatter, it's cool. Don't get upset. Focus back on your breathing, expanding your stomach, inhaling through the chest, holding, deflating through your chest, tightening your stomach down to the core, holding. Maybe tap in a 6 count, some slight movement. If you're a beginner, it's not a big deal. You got a puppy, you're going to make mistakes. But know that the breath and its focus is the central activity that you should be doing. I hope this helps you out. And remember to breathe, man.